Sorry, I did do that in the back, okay?
Attack left lane!
Yuki, you should have been on that.
No.
They're playing like idiots.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Like, this doesn't help me at all. This hurts me.
Group up.
They will never see me coming.
Oh, you're fuzzy-wuzzy. Let's not hurt them too bad. Let's make them scream!
I'm your Huckleberry. Split push.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to Split Push. This is a Smite podcast from the PS4 console perspective, episode 36.
PS4 sucks. Sony, give us crossplay, you faggots.
No shit.
Get on the bus, please.
You know what? Who cares about fucking intros? We need to talk about this. What the fuck is up with Sony? Like,
Yeah, Sony. Seriously.
No. Like, legitimately, as far as I can tell. Oh, by the way, my voice is going to cut in and out a little bit. So, hi, everybody. I've been moving and stressing, and my throat's worn out. I blame Dan. But,
He's been yelling at people a lot.
No.
No, an inch to the left. No, the other left.
No, it's just high stress moving the entire game room. Anyways, so Sony and the crossplay. Supposedly their thing is it's hard to make our systems work with if everyone else's. Well, if Nintendo can figure out how to make their fancy tablet work with everyone else's. Sony is just doing it because, well, you know, people, there's no incentive to come to our console and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, but there's a lot of incentive to go leave.
And
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but like,
leave.
Smite isn't going to be the game that brings people to your console. It's on every other console.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like I can't hop on Fortnite and hit crossplay and go play with other people from other platforms.
Yeah, that's because...
What the hell?
But Fortnite and their devs have a lot of money. Like, they were pulling in like $130 million a month this last year. For like the last 4 months, 6 months.
Much bigger player base.
Yeah. So
you gotta be a part of that, right?
So, I mean, as far as Sony probably got a fat paycheck to allow cross-platform. I'm hoping we might be getting cross-platform for like Black Ops 4. I'm hoping that'll open the doorway a little bit. Otherwise, I'm getting to that point where like there's nothing I do on
Xbox, here you come.
Yeah. Like I'll go I don't know. Like there's only 2 games I really play right now. And neither of them are exclusive. The downside is that I can't play with the people I play with now. Upsides is like I might just
I'll just hop on the PC and play with y'all.
Yeah, but then I might hook a console controller up to my PC.
No, I mean like if you get an Xbox, I'll just hop on the PC and crossplay with you.
Yeah, well, like I'm saying, I may just go play on PC for Smite and just hook a controller up, and then do
most any way I can do it.
Like I said, yeah, most of my playing will be done on a controller, and I'll start working in the mouse and keyboard stuff until it gets. Because I think it'll be fine for me. Just I haven't ever done it, so it's not. It's truly a learning curve for it. Other than I think the last thing I played on a computer regularly was like MechWarrior 4.
All right, well, getting back on tracks. You heard him here griping about, cats. Really? He's got his puffball. So, sorry, folks, if he sneaks through some of the editing here. My cat, Oopa, loves little puffballs, and he'll pick them up, and he'll
He
make
talks
these noises.
That's fucking
anyway,
adorable.
Getting back on track again.
Nope.
We got Yuki.
Yo.
Dan.
What up?
Beagle.
Sup?
And, yeah, y'all know me, Dirt Nap's dad. Nothing to get excited about here. Nothing to see. Keep on moving.
Guy is on work leave or something.
Yeah, he's out of town. He took his PlayStation with him, but he didn't want to drag his whole computer and set up and all that and then hope that the internet worked at his hotel. We decided he could have a week off.
You gotta let him out of the
portion of
basement
games
sometimes.
of the week will still be just as exciting.
Yeah, I played games.
Yeah, I'll do guys' games of the week. I got it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of games of the week, I know Dan's dying to talk about his. He was telling me at dinner about his featured game of the week. I'm like, oh, God. But anyway, how about it, Dan?
So my featured game of the week is the only game I'm going to talk about because every other game has been pretty poopy. Oh wait, I have 2. Sorry, I have 2 for sure too. So last night, me, Dirtnap's dad, and Beagle were playing some Assault, playing some Smite, and we get into this Assault, and there's a fucking Mercury using the annoying ass Shaolin skin. So all he does the entire game is ding, 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 ding,
I was ready to punch him.
And I don't mean like, oh, he did it like 3 times and laughed and then went back to fighting. No, it was ding, 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 ding,
All
ding,
game.
throws his one, ding, 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 dashes away, ding, 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 ding. And we continually just like, quiet, quiet, please, please be quiet, quiet, please,
And he just continued
please
to
be
do
quiet, quiet, please. But eventually I realized, wait a minute, I'm the Morrigan. So I started spamming my one back at him and just running around him in circles. If you can't beat him, join him!
And while those two are doing that, I'm dead because, well, half my
You're a
team's
feeder?
over there dicking off.
Hey, that was my favorite part.
I know.
I hear Dad yelling, oh, you guys are over there fucking dicking around and I fucking died for it. And I cracked up. I was like, I wasn't dicking around. I was fighting my own fight.
And then I heard him just say, worth.
Oh, it was fun. And then the other game that I wanted to talk about was I was playing Conquest with Guy, Beagle, and Dad.
Wow.
And Guy was Medusa, Beagle was Kukulkan, and
I was
Dad was
playing mid.
Chuck. And we
Wait,
had to
wait.
support Hades.
Wait. I played Cuckoo Mid? Oh, wait, yeah, I did. Okay, never mind. I did.
Are you done? No, I'm
Chuck.
just kidding. And I was like, man, you know, I'm tired of jungling as an assassin. Shit gets boring, because there's only so many good assassins, and, like, you build the same thing every time, and you're like, oh.
You gotta do the Athena jungle, bro. Nobody ever expects Athena
No.
jungle.
Nobody expected this. Crit Vomit jungle. With the new Vomit update
Oh.
is sick! Oh my god. I went first item Hasten Katana, went 10-0 and 8, was literally fucking two-shotting people with my ult. Squishy comes up, tries to fuck with me, ult. Dead. Just slam, dead. Every time.
Jeez.
So fucking funny. Oh my god. I had Poison Star, Deathbringer as my crit items. So I had Hasten Katana and Stone Cutting, so I was fast as fuck, boy. And my Poison Star would slow the shit out of them. Man, it was so funny. They had a Kabrakan, a Kamazotz, a Soul, a Hachi, and a Baron. So, like, the least tanky team I've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're running out like we have no idea who's going to be where exactly with that team.
And
right?
the best part was, the only Guardian they had was their fucking jungle, so I kicked his ass
What?
too.
Who did they have in
Yep.
jungle?
Kabrakan.
what?
Kabrakan.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
I have no idea who I'm going up against, but I'm going to consider that Kabrakan's probably not going to have good defenses. I'm going to start off with a dick move here and start off with Transcendence.
Yeah.
Let's just say the Kamazotz solo was literally scared of me. I just had to walk at him and he would run and disappear.
Yep.
Dan never had to come over to my lane.
Me and Guy switched roles.
yeah, Beagle and
So I was-
Guy were doing this weird thing where Beagle was mid and Guy was carry all night.
God, I hate them so much, because again, they ended the game before I can get my 20 kills.
Oh
18
yeah,
kills.
Beagle's forever struggling to get her 20 kills, and she keeps getting like 17, 16,
First it was
19.
Dan, and then guess who finishes it after Dan freaking stops? The stupid Guan Yu who wasn't listeking to anything we said.
Well, that was a
Like-
different game then.
Yeah, that was a
No.
different game, because we
That
had
was
a
the
Hades.
next game.
No. No, because
You
I
were
remember.
Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This game
no,
we're talking about, you were
Kukulkan.
Kukulkan.
I know, but I was talking about the game where I went like 18 and 6, was it?
Well, we're
Yeah,
talking
that
about
was
a different
That
game.
was the next game.
Yeah, but then I switched it.
So
oh my
get with the
Jesus.
times, Dan. We've switched games. Next, when I was
Anyway.
Ganesha and had 40 assists in that match.
Yeah.
I had 14 kills as Nemesis.
Guy stole my only kill. I was 1v2ing the duo lane and kicking their ass. I don't know how. I must have had them, called him at the right time, had the minion advantage, whatever. I'm about to kill the guy. I kill him, and it gives it to Medusa. I'm like, who the fuck? Where? Like, guy just starts laughing because he just showed up, 30 units behind me. I'm like, you dickhead.
Hey, wait a minute. What game was it where I got my fucking unofficial penta? Who was that?
Oh, yeah, you did have an unofficial penta.
It was by like 3 fucking seconds. Ugh!
I think that was an assault, wasn't it?
It was, but I can't remember who I was playing.
I don't know.
Was it Chiron? Because I went 14-3. That sounds like a penta game.
Yeah.
I say, sure it wasn't Hoombots? That sounds about like the time it takes to wind up his overhead slam.
Yeah.
Like, I got 4 kills, like, bam, 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 bam. And then the 5th one was the Morrigan, and she just fucking stealths away, and I'm like, get back here, you bitch!
Yeah, we chased her down. You did get her, but it was just too long.
Yeah.
Too little, too late.
Yep. But we had just talked about, like, the day before, how we wouldn't give people pentakills either, so.
Yeah, very true. And I brought that up to Dan. Like, hey, we just said we wouldn't give them away either, so hats off to her. She did her job.
Yeah, well, she should have been a cool fucking cat and just gave it to me, because that would have been my 7th.
Hey, speaking of cool cats, in one of my games that we played last night when it was just me, Dan, and Beagle, guys out of town, Yuki's moving and shit. So we're playing some Joust. Just some casual Joust, because I can't, Dan's, too all-powerful for us. So I want to work on my Bacchus.
Get the gold, pussy. What?
Almost there. So I'm working on Bacchus. So I go in as Stoner Bacchus. And, there's a Bacchus on the other team. Oh, same skin. So we run out, and I think it was in the beginning, the fight in the damage buff area. Everybody left except for me and him, and we're both there spam laughing at each other and drinking our drink and just having a fucking grand old time. And then Beagle comes back around, she's playing Nox. She throws a silence on him like, Beagle, you got no health. What the hell are you doing over here? And then Hou Yi killed her.
Wait.
Totally her fault.
Yeah, it was totally your fault.
I don't remember that.
You deserved it.
Well,
she had like
Wait.
1 bar of
you
HP, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go kill this
jumped
Bacchus."
in on you.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well,
But
in my defense, he looked low enough for me to kill him, alright?
Yeah, he did.
But that was just that.
Actually, I guess it wasn't right in the beginning of the game, but it was still pretty early. But my favorite part was there was one point we were defending tower, and I was over by the buff wall, and the enemy Bacchus came out from the buff wall. We immediately looked at each other and spam laughed at each other, like in perfect unison. It was just one of those matches where the two of us were having fun. But yeah, so I've been working on my Bacchus because, hey, you get him in, if you can get him in Joust, especially, in ranked Joust, you take him, right? There's no denying that. So
You gotta get them before they take them.
Yeah. Well, and that the first match we did last night, we lost to the other that Bacchus, but the first match I played with him, I went 2-0-3, and we had a pretty quick 11-minute win against a fairly tough team in Cupid, Bologna, and Hera.
Yeah.
And we were Bacchus, Treblanque, and Soul. But that was hard fought, but quick. Well, yeah, the Bologna was building offense, and it's just like, no, honey.
Not with
That's
me.
not gonna
Not with
work.
me there. I hit basics.
No.
Biatch.
Yeah. Then we're gonna skip past me playing Nice and Mercury Ding Dong. He was definitely a ding dong. Gee whiz. Oh my goodness, that was so annoying.
Don't let him skip past that. He was so fucking tilted the whole match. It was hilarious.
No, see, it was funny because in the beginning of the match, I'm like, whatever, Dan. Like, don't let him annoy you. 3 minutes later, I'm like, oh my fucking god! What
Get him,
the
Dan.
hell is
Get
wrong
him.
with this man?
Get him.
I'm like, 10 minutes into the game, I'm ready to surrender. We're up like 20 kills. I'm ready to surrender.
He literally put up a surrender
Put up
vote.
a surrender vote. I'm done. Like, you guys, they get one other vote. You two better vote yes and just get me the hell out of this.
Oh man, he was
Dude,
that was
so.
20
I mean,
minutes
like
of hell.
it never stopped. The dinging
20
never stopped. If he
minutes.
used his ult, it was a blessing of 60 seconds of silence.
Wow.
I know, right?
Even when
Yeah,
you were
like-
dead, you had to try to scroll away and find someone else that was not near him because it would just be ding, ding the whole time you're dead. I'm like, oh my god.
And if you were the
Like-
last one to VGS quiet, please, he would run around you in circles and do it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he was a real ass. Class act, I mean, about that.
I
Real
just wanted
ass
to
act.
message him afterwards and be like, dude,
Yeah,
I
too
swear I
much.
want
But that's when I just said, you know what? Can't beat him, join him. And I got the best death of ever on my team out of it. I got Dirtnab killed while I was busy annoying his annoyance.
Exactly. I ended up, Yuki, where did I end up because of those two dickheads?
I don't know.
Out of position.
Well, I was gonna say
Yuki,
in
you
position,
should have been
but-
on that.
No, I was out of position. Because half my team is just like
I was running around in
gouging
circles
their
going,
eardrums out.
as the Morrigan.
But so I've been playing some chalk in duel. Been trying to work on my duel game a little bit, and well, chalk's one of my comfort picks, and he's pretty good in duel. Dan, who's one of the people you hate going up against in duel?
Fucking Vulcan. Pussy ass
So
players.
I drew a Vulcan last night, and I'm playing against this guy. I'm like, I love just throwing my axe and destroying that cannon in one shot. Nothing better than that. Just nothing better than that. And it's a pretty good fight. First mistake he makes though, doesn't build any defense.
Whoops.
Okay? And which means, okay, I'm just going to build one. You know, if you're going to build a lot, you know, some extra pen and stuff like that, you know, I'm not really going to get a benefit from extra magic defenses. So I'm just going to build more offense and you're going to die even quicker. So good start for me that's been working really well is Attacker's Blessing into Transcendence.
You're welcome.
Power boots. Then I built Bulwark. You know, gotta get that magic defense in. And I'm just bullying him. And then I build Jotuns. And after that, I'm just like, you know, he has that mobility that he can get away from you. He's got the backfire. He can knock you up with the meatball. You know, he can hamper you with the damn cannon still. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm building up gold, well, how can I just finish this? And like the best thing I can do is just stick to him. Because every time I hit him with a basic, it's like a chunk of his health. And then it dawned on me. It was like staying up all night wondering where the sun went. And then it dawned on me. I built Hasten Katana. And, it was just the right item and the right match at the right time. And I was able to stick to him like glue and just moiter him. And then I messed up. And it scared me because, you know, you mess up late game and they can take a Tower Phoenix and kill your Titan real quick if they're good. This guy wasn't quite that good. And I was pretty pushed up pretty well. I was under Phoenix. The damn thing respawned on me and I had hit my Aegis for something. I don't know exactly what. But in the mix of that, it didn't throw my axe when I thought I'd thrown it and then hit Aegis. So then I'm trying to just attack the Phoenix that popped up and kill it right quick because I still had minions right there. But it had my axe up and the circle was perfectly meshed over the Phoenix so it wouldn't throw my axe. And I couldn't see that I had it out because it was meshed over the Phoenix circle. And then I kind of figured it out right as I was dying. I'm like, why can't I attack? And then I kind of turned and I'm like, oh, some bitch. Well, there I went. I was dead. All right. So he is totally Titan camping at this point. He can't take the Bull Demon. Every time I'm like, all right, he's got his ult. That'll help. So I go back. I start fighting. I just slowly kill this thing. All right, here he comes. He's going to ult right away. Yep, get out of the ult range. Let it hit the Bull Demon. Go back in. Finish the thing off with my abilities. and then go kill him, right? Chase him down, whatever. But, end of the game, I'm like, how can I kill? I'm like, you know what? I don't have any physical defense. That Titan hurts. I need minions to kill the fucking Titan or kill him. But he's, Titan humping, sitting right by his fountain, kind of hard to do. And I'm like, what can I do? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let the Titan hit me a few times. Oh no, I'm at like 40% health. I better run away. I'm running into your jungle. I'm so scared. You stupid son of a bitch, you followed me. Threw my axe behind him, hit my rein, and said, you ain't going anywhere, boy.
Wow.
And, well, that was the end of the match. Finished him up right quick. Outside of that, the only other thing I wanted to throw out was Beagle and I played some ranked joust then after Dan had to get ready and head out to work. And
wait. Those are the only games I have to talk about.
well, I'm just going to start it off and then I'll throw it over to you.
Oh, okay, that works.
So we're playing, and first game, I'm Sylvanas, she's Treblanque, and we have an Anubis on our team against a Scotty, a Hera, and the big man, Kumbhakarna. So, what did I do in the beginning of this match? I think I got first blood. I think I got the first 2 or at least 2 out of the first 3 kills. Because I'm like, oh, look, we're back at our tower. Oh, look, I can grab you and pull you in here. Oh, look, I didn't use my root to do that. Now you're rooted in my tower. And you're taking my little bit of wisp damage too if you think you're getting out. And we got 2 kills like that right in the beginning of the match. They never, ever got close to our tower because they were so scared of just getting pulled in and killed like that. Like the rest of the game. But Beagle, take it from there.
Well, so there was a second game that we played, and I played the same person. Who did you play?
Kumba.
You played Kumba that time.
Yeah,
okay.
I was inspired and they let Kumba go through, so I'm like, wow.
And we had Alposh on our team because they let Alposh through as well.
Dude, not only did they let Alposh through, they had first pick and didn't pick him.
I know. And I played Chivalanke again. And I don't really... Wait, Dad, do you have the thing pulled up? Because I completely forgot this. Mike,
we were playing against... what did you go?
Yeah.
So we were playing against a Achilles, Hera, and a Willish. And you went... match stats... 5, 1, and 9.
Yeah. And I remember I can't speak. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Our Alposh did really good. Like, I was like... How many kills did he have?
He went 9, 2, and 4.
Yeah. Did you even die that game?
No, I didn't. I went 1, 0, and 10.
Yeah, that's kind of how that game went.
And, just to throw in my 1 kill was, I ulted someone and then there was someone low health that came running by and I'm like, yawn.
Ugh. I'm so
Sorry.
freaking tired, but...
Passed it on. That was a fake yawn and I passed it on. Sorry about that, folks. Now the podcast world's out there yawning now, damn it.
I've been yawning this whole time. I did not get much sleep last night.
Me neither.
I've been up since like 7, so. But I remember, did they surrender before we killed the Titan, or was that a different game I was playing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys did surrender then.
So yeah, I think we were like killing the Titan and they surrendered, and it's like, oh, okay, thanks.
Oh, okay.
It was 15 minutes in, it was just, yeah, they weren't getting anywhere.
Yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, me and Guy switched roles. He said he was kind of burnt out from playing mid, and so he asked if he could play carry, and I said yes. God, I hate speaking.
Beagle can use words.
No, I don't. I cannot words.
Beagle used words, but it failed.
But it failed.
I even get that.
But yeah, I went like 18-6 or 18-4, somewhere around there at Soul Mid. After, I don't remember who I played when I kicked that other Soul's butt. I was scared at first, to be honest. But I ended up kicking her butt, and I was like, alright, okay. And
You were Kukulkan against that soul.
Oh, I thought I played after that other soul game. Okay. But I was having a lot of fun, like, that was the team, was that the game that they had no tanks, like no real tanks besides the jungler? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I could instantly kill anyone. I was doing so much damage. Went 18 something, and I don't have the hard carry trophy yet, which is actually bugging me a lot. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it this game. I know I am. Guy stole 3 of the kills I could have gotten. I could have got 21 kills. He stole 3 of them. Dan killed most of the Titan, and then our Guan Yu decided to finish it off when we were supposed to retreat. So that was fun.
He was begging us all to retreat. And we're
like,
oh
my God, please.
You know,
like, please, come on. Like, we have this game. Like, come on. Just please. Just like a couple
I am
minutes,
kind of
please.
low health. You know, I'm wow.
It finally decided. Yeah. And then, finally, Dan left. And then Guan Yu's like, attack the Titan? Okay. And he just kills it, and I hated everything at that moment.
She howled like a beagle at the midnight moon.
No!
Y'all make my brain hurt.
They were pretty mean to me.
So Yuki, between moving and all the shit you had going on, have you been on Smite lately? I kind of don't remember playing with you lately.
No, I have most definitely not been on Smite.
I don't even remember the last time we played together.
But there will be pictures of the new game room incoming once it's not a pile of boxes and furniture I'm trying to figure out how to fit in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. I did find one other thing I wanted to throw out that I had some fun with this week. I drew a Jingwei in Assault, and she's not one of my most favorite gods. Because I'm either too passive or too aggressive as a player. I'm still trying to find that medium ground balance. And with her, I can easily get in over my head. Because, oh my God, though. I already went 4, 4, and 10 in this match. But those 4 kills were all like these surgical strikes of, if I do this, follow it up with the dash here, go back over here, do this, do that, I can kill that guy right there. And that's what happened. And it was so cool. I'm just like, yeah, just diving the back line, doing some cool shit. One time I came out a fountain when they were attacking our Phoenix. And I'm like, our group was was pretty much up at that point. And I'm like, attack! And I land behind them. I'm like, I have a pentakill staring me in my face. And the team didn't really quite grasp what was going on quick enough. And well, okay, yeah, sorry. Most of my teammates kind of let me down on that concept. They didn't know I was going that bold. So yeah, but hey, my philosophy in games like this sometimes, especially in like modes like Assault, is go big or go home, dude. If you ain't doing some cool, wicked shit, trying some fancy ass whatever maneuvers, you're not playing Assault. Have at it.
Yeah, we're definitely different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's my times where I'm a little bit more serious about games and dial it back, play the role, play the strategy and stuff like that. But in Assault, sometimes you just that's like hanging it out there mode. Just fucking let it hang and let it flow. I don't know. But yeah, we are different, Yuki, in that aspect.
I play to win. Now, if I get ahead or they're playing like idiots, I will definitely do some dumb shit because you can get away with it.
Oh yeah, if I know I can get, I mean that's pretty much what that match was I can get away with this shit.
Yeah. See, didn't say that. So how am I supposed to know? I assumed you were out of position as always.
But, just that time I dropped in behind.
Dad, how do you get into the house every day? I mean, you're always so out of position. You must walk into the wall twice.
He actually trips on my bed every single day.
No, I
He
get it
hurts
from my
his knee.
mom, you know. She used to go to the neighbors two houses down, ask them if they got a new front door, and they'd be like, you need to be 2 houses up.
Wow.
She did that a couple times. One time Dan let her do it too. He was out front skateboarding with his friend. And
That's my boy, Dan. That's
she
my boy.
pulls up 2 houses down, gets out, says hi to him, goes walking in the neighbor's house. They're having dinner, and she's like, "Did you guys get a new front door?"
Yeah, I let that happen.
Yeah, you did.
It was. I'm just sitting out front, like, is she gonna do it again?
Totally worth it.
There she goes. I'm cracking up, and she goes in. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, we
She
knew
doesn't
them,
knock.
so it was
She's
like
going into her
whatever.
son's house, so she just walks in. Funny thing is that guy's name's the same as mine, so that probably just added to the confusion.
Oh man.
All right,
And that
let's
one
not get
time
into
where
kitty
she was
stories.
no, one more. When
Wait.
she
One
went
more?
into Danny's house and watched TV.
She goes in the just one door down, goes in, sits down, and is having trouble figuring out how to work the remote.
For the TV.
Yeah. And my neighbor Danny, she comes in from the kitchen, and my mom's like, "How do you work this thing?" And Danny helps her with it and lets her watch TV.
Wow. Now that's a hero.
She was
That's a
yeah,
fucking
now I
hero.
have
talking to her later. She's like, it just didn't even click on me. You know, she's just like needed help with the remote. I helped her with it. Went back to what I was doing in the kitchen.
Dude, I have a funny story now, but like,
This is the Smite
Can I-
and Dirt
can
Naps,
I share one
Dirt
more?
Naps Grandma podcast.
Can I share one more, please?
Oh god.
Okay, just it, and then we're moving on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what? This was, I don't remember like where you guys were or whatever, but I remember Grandma was babysitting us, and me,
No.
my best friend Harley, and her brother
No.
Bailey, and I
I know
don't
where
think
you're
Shai
going
was
with
there,
it.
but Alex was there. We were out front in the parking lot. We were like little kids, so you know,
Out
we're
front
just
in the
bored
parking
doing
lot?
stuff.
It's called a
Driveway. No, not parking lot. Driveway. Sorry. But we were playing leapfrog because we were just bored. We didn't know what to do. Because she wouldn't really let us, like, go anywhere. And she comes outside and she yells at us because she thinks we're humping each other.
I'm sorry. So anyway,
I can't right now.
back-
I no.
back to Smite.
No.
Imagine me, poor me, coming home from work, getting the talk from my grandmother because you need to talk to these kids because they were outside doing some gross things. Okay.
Like they were humping each other, and the kids were like looking at me like, "Oh my god!" And I'm
She
just
made
like, what was going? Like we were playing leapfrog, and I'm like looking at my mom like, seriously.
she made us come inside, and I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, we were playing leapfrog. What are you talking about? She's like, no, you are not. You were humping each other. And I was like, excuse you.
So anyway, as we move back into the world of Smite here, that what y'all tuned in for,
How did we even start talking about her in the first place?
I don't know. So we were just talking a little bit here before the podcast about, season 6 coming up here soon. You know, it's like I'm excited, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if I'm as excited as the last 2 seasons. You know, like there was big stuff happening. You know, from 3 into 4 and 4 into 5, and this season, like there's some exciting things coming, but at the same time, it's I don't know. I feel cautiously optimistic about this season coming up. Like, I know there's good things. I know it's cool gods coming into play. Gods we've wanted to come into play. And I'm sitting here like, I don't even know what's going to happen next season. But the one thing I was talking about, because we've been playing some ranked, that's, kind of been a little discussion topic as of late, amongst us, playing more duel and some of the more joust. Still like, dreading the conquest because, we generally play more as of a group, and I play my duels when it's like, oh, we got like 15 minutes till dinner. All right, I can play a duel because I don't really care if I have to quit and go eat dinner, and I know I can quit. So, Beagle's like, I'm not going to play duel till or play ranked until next season.
Oh, why
And,
bother right now?
because, yeah, it's obviously pretty late, I'm like, well, hey, if you at least qualify, you get an Enigma chest out of the deal, but...
Ooh,
Plus.
3-day booster.
Plus, these
Yay.
people I get teamed up with just kill my soul every day.
Yeah,
Now you know how we feel when we play with you.
But, we were talking about that because, she's in qualifying. So she's, that's a landmine field there. I mean, I'm like, you're just getting blown all over the place. They're going to throw you in with some crap players. They're going to throw you in with some good players, throw you in with a mixture of players. They don't know who you are, especially if you haven't even done ranked play before. They have nothing to even go off of. Even for myself, I barely played ranked at all last season and, didn't know what I was doing as well as I do this year. I was totally out of position in those games, right? So even when I qualified, the little bits that I have this year, I didn't get thrown right into gold or platinum or anything. I was a solid silver quality, this time around. And, I'm climbing up through it. Matter of fact, I got up to silver 1 in Joust last night, and, which upset me a little bit because I had been, my, matching was gold 4, and I was really hoping it would bump me right up into that area, but no, it cut it in half. I'm like, great, now I gotta do another jump, but, progress is progress still. But, what is it for next season? Everybody starts in bronze.
Yeah, so...
How the hell is that gonna work?
So it takes in your previous... It takes in your global... your global MMR, I think, as a small portion of it, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to use your rank conquest or joust previous experience. And what's going to happen is everyone's going to start in bronze. So you're going to get some of those really wacky matches. Like, you're just like, how do these people breathe in the morning?
And then you're going to get the matches where, like, there's 4 grandmasters on the other team that just started playing ranked for the first time this season against 4 bronze players that are actually bronze.
Yeah, but what'll happen is they'll take off and you'll never see them again.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is when you gain ELO, or FP, SP, RE, SP, ECT,
find out what it means to me.
Exactly. You'll, if you're winning, you'll get moved up more. And then it'll start to equalize and you'll start seeing those smaller transitions. But it all comes down to the same thing. If you want it to be stable and accurate, you have to play it.
Yeah.
Which,
and that's
solo
that's,
queue,
that's the nail on the head right there, Yuki.
So, yeah, I know, but there's some whispers in the wind that potentially duo queue might see a comeback. And I guess this has a lot to do with the pro players being like, it's really hard to practice when you can only solo queue.
And it's just nice in general to have at least one person in the match that, like, I don't know, I feel like you can count on or at least communicate with better because you're used to playing with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably worse for MMR overall, but, like, fuck, I barely ever queue ranked because I would much rather play with at least somebody. And there's always at least one person on that I want to play with, so it's like, it'd be really nice if duo queue was still around, because then we could queue ranked, but instead, we're stuck doing anything but.
Yeah, think about it this way. With crossplay coming, now I can play with my PC friends and Xbox friends and the PC and Xbox listeners to the podcast here. I'm not limited to the PlayStation people. And I think you're going to see this more than I think a lot of people are expecting. And that's people wanting to play with friends that they previously couldn't play with because they were on different platforms.
I have friends like that.
There goes ranked.
Yeah. I have one of my best friends in life. He can only play Smite PC. He cannot use controller to save his life. So we were both playing for a while, for many months. And he's like, this just sucks because I'm by myself and you're with everybody else. And he quit playing, and it would be awesome, Sony, if we get this straightened out and get everybody together. Because not only can you play with friends you've never been with, it also increases that pool of players, which allows for more flexibility with the queues.
Except for PlayStation, because fuck PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, send them an angry letter.
I have signed 6 petitions for crossplay directed at Sony.
We should all have a BF.
What?
You know what? Hey, Xbox, you should do a special where we can trade in our PS4 equipment for discount on your shit. Call it a day.
Yeah, because, Xbox also has the Xbox Pro controller, which has 4 fucking paddles. Dan, you never have to take your finger off of an analog to push a button.
Man, wouldn't that be fucking nice?
It is. That's why I have a paddled controller.
Yeah.
But I've only got 2 paddles, and I want 4.
Well, let's not get into your private life, Yuki. We don't want to talk about how you like to get paddled, so...
No, that's only 1 paddle, and it's very large.
It's got spikes on it, too.
No, it has studs, not spikes.
So, anyway, yes. Getting back to the nail on the head, if you want consistency and ranked play, you really just got to play the mode. Because if you're like, I've been playing it sporadically, system has no idea who I am or where I really should be in ranked play. In Joust it does a little bit better, but Conquest
bronze.
has no idea. Definitely just going to throw me in bronze because I just don't play it. I don't play it often, and don't play it enough. But if you want to get away from that crap, you just got to play consistently in that mode, and work at getting better.
So, if you have friends, play Ranked Joust. If you don't like your friends, go play Ranked Conquest.
Yeah. And, when it comes to getting better, hey, you're listening to a podcast. That's a good step. Ask questions. That helps. Hey, we got a Discord for that,
Yeah, you
Pop in, be like, yo, man, I'm stuck in bronze, and I'm not quite sure why,
Yeah.
We're there to help you out. That's why we're doing what we're doing here, is because we want to help you improve as a player. It helps us improve as players by doing this, and by helping others helps us improve not only ourselves, but the other players and our community as a whole.
Yeah, if you want to talk about, builds, game, strategy, rotation, all that kind of stuff, just like at me or something. I'll respond. If you
just want to talk shit.
Yeah, at me if you want to talk shit. But if it doesn't ping me, I may not see it in the general chat or, the theory crafting or session on progression. Just at me. We'll have a grand old discussion about it. Because I may not be mechanically gifted, but I have a pretty damn good understanding of the game. I just, sometimes play with my feet, apparently.
That's an image I did not want in my head. But
Me playing
some
some
controller down on the floor, using his big toes on his paddles.
I'd still beat you 1v1, so.
I doubt that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dan, sounds like a challenge.
I'll cast it. Easy.
All right, it's done.
Easy.
Doing this Saturday.
Yeah, you keep saying that, Yuki. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know if I really want to embarrass you like that, though.
No, the dad
I might
jokes
throw
do that.
the game just to make you feel good.
The dad jokes do that for you. Trust me.
Hey, I've had some good ones lately, man.
None of them are good.
They're all good.
No, they're not.
They're bad.
Hey, I don't tell dad jokes
Trash.
often, but when I do, he usually laughs.
Trash. Trash.
So, what else are we looking for? I can't wait to see what they do with Solo Lane. This Solo Lane objective that can help your team. It's either going to make Solo Lane a nightmare to deal with, or my concerns are that it's either going to make Solo Lane just a nightmare. Now they've got this free thing they can farm, or it's going to be so weak that nobody's going to care.
It'll be interesting because, where are you going to put it? First off,
Right.
And secondly, that game I was playing as Chalk against that Camazotz, I was kind of bored at times. I'm like, I want
definitely.
to rotate out, and it's just well, there's no place quite to rotate to, and if I rotate, I'm going to lose a tower more than likely.
Yeah, or make sure
kind of one of those in between phases, like if I wasn't there, he would push and push really well. But, I would pop back in and he'd be like, oh shit, and run off. But there's times where I'm like, okay, well, I did that. I don't need to go back to base. I got my blue. I got his blue. I was farming his back harpies just for something to do.
Yeah, because it's such a long walk.
Quite fun
solo
having that on rotation.
Mid from solo. It's such a long walk.
It is. Half the time, I'm like, all right, I'll rotate mid. I get halfway there, and it's like, oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
He's going. He's backing. I'm like, all right, now I'm running back to my lane. And, yeah, so it is a precarious balance, and it's one of those things where you just, that little extra thing, could balance it out, but at the same time, it risks unbalancing it all.
Yeah. From the sounds of it, they were saying it's not going to be a big thing for the solo laner. It's going to be a thing. I'm wondering if it's going to like spawn in where the fire giant is pre 10 minutes.
Like they did before.
Like they did
It's,
before.
Yeah,
the fire
little
elementals.
fire goblins or elementals.
Yeah, the
or whatever
elementals.
they were. Yeah. So maybe bringing that back. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's interesting. It does have me intrigued because if I ain't supporting, I'm usually soloing.
Yeah. The Gold Fury, the added Gold Fury benefits, I can't wait to see, because it means that it's like we would go like, I'm gonna go take Gold Fury to heal up after that last fight, and instead of that, it's we can get Gold Fury because it's gonna do a thing, not just gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Definitely looking forward to the tweaks here and them breaking it all down. And I think they played a little closer to the vest this year, though.
No,
I guess they've leaked things out, but they're not like really giving us any real good meat on the bone.
Well, because there's not any really big changes, so there's nothing. There's no tease. They can't tease what the solo lane thing is going to be, or what the Gold Fury buff's going to be, because then you know what it is, and it's going to come out on the patch. Like last season, it was the map.
Mm-hmm.
It was the map change, so they could tease.
Yeah.
Here's some of the jungle, and here's what it looks like. And
yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, and again, that's why this year kind of feels a little awkward to me, because I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? More than, all right, I kind of have an understanding of what's going on, and I'm just looking for those final pieces. And here it's a little bit more abstract. But
right. And here's a good question: do you think, maybe not this year, but once the cross plat starts, and it gets established and everything, what are the odds that like maybe console could get PTS and they can track metrics on what we do with PTS?
That would be cool.
Like they'd see that it's not a PC player, and because there's bugs that happen on PC that don't happen on console, and vice versa. And
yeah, we had an invisible Scotty last night periodically. Like, yeah, you know where she's at because Calder's right beside her.
Right.
But, if the dog's off running and you're like, where the fuck is she? And oh, there she is.
Wow. That would be frustrating.
It wasn't horrible. I don't know exactly
what was causing it. She could just stand around corners where Calder's behind a wall. You'd go to walk around and
maybe
ping
she
ice
could have abused
spear.
Right.
But yeah, fun times. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah. We're in that lame duck session right now, and it's just like, come on, let's get a move on.
Yeah, and
it's like, go on now.
And it's a bigger lull because HRX was so long ago comparatively.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of Christmas and New Year's, where nobody knows what the fuck's going on, and you work maybe half the normal time you would work just because holiday days and stuff like that, and you're like, what day is it? What month is it? Shit.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Because
fuck. Yeah, that was me at work today. I'm like, I put something on my call list. I'm like, why the hell is it putting that so far out in the future? I mean, it's early in the week. Why is it putting that in the next week? I'm like, early into the week. It's fucking Thursday.
Yeah. That's like
oh yeah. I forgot I didn't work the beginning of the week.
Typically, HRX wouldn't be for another week or two.
Yeah. So hopefully this lame duck session will be a little bit better next year now that they've already, set up the timing here a little bit better, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I kind of wish they'd started season 6 a little early to get us back on a more natural 12-month cycle. But because now this is what it looks like, this is what's going to be going forward. There's going to be that long period after HRX every year.
I mean, it was cool that they did the whole, 31 days of Smite, which kind of, bridged it a little bit, at least giving us stuff to do. But, yeah, exactly. I mean, they do that every year, but, that was at least a bridge where I was like, okay, this is what they're doing right now, I guess. But, from now until season 6, it's just,
Yeah, in what, February?
Yeah,
So that means there's 2.5 months in between the seasons, which is, I mean, from one perspective, it's good because it gives the pros a break. I mean,
what stank though was on the last day of the 31 days of Smite, and it was win 5 wins of the day, first wins of the day, get a free awesome chest. Right?
That was the most frustrating day of my life.
Right? No, actually, the 3 wins was tougher for you, Dan. The 5 wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you're actually right. The 3 wins of the day was the fucking piss fest.
I don't even think you got it the one day.
Oh, dude, I hate.
Do you know who
I hate
got
first one of the day
out of my
stuff.
awesome chest? Do you know who I got? Chalk Brazil, 2015 skin. Fuck me! I'm like, seriously?
Oh, I got Barbarian Door or something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't play a lot of Thor, but that's a fucking cool skin. I get fucking Chalk Brazil. No offense, Brazil, and it was a pretty cool skin for 2015. But yeah, tomorrow's 2019 present. Here's a 4-year-old skin.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's first one of the day stuff because everybody's got that, and everyone tries so goddamn hard.
Yeah, all the Wombo combos come out. Oh my goodness, yeah.
I mean,
how many times do we go into Arena and there you see the Daji, Ares, Cerberus, Hades, and somebody else just to fuck your day.
Hou Yi.
Poseidon,
yeah.
Yeah, But hey, we actually did pretty good against a few of those teams. I think we won against both of those teams we played recently. Just gotta have some patience though, and everybody buy the fucking bubble cloak.
Yeah, bubble and beads.
Yep. All right. Well, let's call it a wrap on that, and move on to this week's session.
I don't even know what that was.
That
was the intro. That was the games of the week.
Yep.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
All right.
All right. So who are we talking about this week? Oh yeah, that's right. Hou Yi.
No, that's Kumbhakarna, Beagle.
Yes.
I'm so tired right now.
We're not talking about Kumba. We've already done that. But Yuki is going to regale us with the lore.
Hold on, real quick before the lore. This was Dirtnap's way of getting me to choose who to do. He gives me a list of who we have done already. I don't know what it is about mental blocks or what the fuck ever, but I can't remember who the fuck is in Smite when I'm not playing Smite looking at the god list. And I'm like, this doesn't fucking help me. This doesn't help me at all. This hurts me. This is the only people I can't choose, and half of them are the only people I can think of.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
But anyway. Defender of the Earth.
Yep. So, Hou Yi was a mythological Chinese archer. He's another one of these we start out as mortal, and he does this 20th century style. So the gods are like, Hou Yi, you're a badass. 10 suns rose up one day, started burning the shit out of everything. You shot down 9, left 1, bringing the world into balance and keeping everything the way it is. So here's an immortality pill. That is, I mean, that's going to be like...
So Hou Yi's just a drug
or blue?
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be more like, So, yeah. I figured it was going to be like a Housewives of China thing. Where just like, oh my god, here's the new diet pill of immortality. Some shit like that. That's all I can think about. It's such a it's so interesting because usually it's like, it's a drink or a cloak, or we grant you this, with the Greeks, it's here's your ambrosia that all the gods drink to stay immortal. And then China, it's like, nope, here's a pill.
Take this twice a day for 2 weeks and call me if you feel different.
Yeah, call me if any rashes emerge.
Yeah.
What were the side effects?
My immortality's itching so bad this week.
What if you're allergic to immortality?
You could be immortal, but you're constantly sneezing for the rest of your life.
Or you have IBS for all eternity?
Oh my god. I'd be like begging Zeus, kill me, you fucking asshole. Please.
So Hou Yi is
this
also...
This is not the pill you promised.
Hou Yi is also the husband of Chang'e, the lunar deity from China, and that annoying-ass fucking healer who's a pain in the dick in every role ever in Smite. But...
Here's
so
what happens... Favors.
Yeah. What happens here is... one of Hou Yi's apprentices called Pong Meng broke into Hou Yi's house looking for the pill of immortality while Hou Yi was out hunting, and Chang'e swallowed the pill before Pong Meng could get it. After eating the pill, Chang'e rose up to the moon. So again, another mortal. So Hou Yi actually doesn't gain his immortality from the pill. He's just given an immortality pill. He later makes great deeds and goes on to be deified by the other gods. So it's actually Chang'e who becomes an accidental, omnipotent being.
So Chang'e is just some fucking random bitch that decides, you know what?
Some
fuck
piece,
you,
yeah.
Pong douche. I'm gonna eat it instead. Wow.
Yeah. For all you know, Chang'e was, like Hou Yi's side piece. And now she's immortal, so he has to marry her, because, oh my god, she's never gonna die. She'll literally never let this go. She'll never let it go for all eternity if I don't leave my girl and marry her. This could be a really freaky show. Oh.
We need Guy here. Guy, he keeps us grounded.
Yeah. Nope, this is a Guy-free episode. I'm like the house in Up, and Guy died. Guy is the old man from Up. He's dead.
The old woman.
No.
The woman died.
The old guy dies too.
I love that movie. No.
Man, I've seen it like a million years ago. All right, so...
That was a great movie. I mean...
Okay, so...
There's a giant bird in it.
I'll change the metaphor.
Chocolate.
I'll change the metaphor. Guy is an old woman who died, and we're the house. That makes Beagle the talking dog.
Oh my.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
You are my master, and I love you. Now, like, the whole story makes sense. Because her name's Beagle Girl. She's a talking dog. The secret's out.
Oh, shit. Now everyone knows.
Next time she gets grounded, I'm putting a cone of shame on her.
Good luck with that. You might die first.
You'll not be able to see where you're going.
Able to see me.
She'll trip and fall down the stairs, and then she'll really need a cone.
Oh my, poor Beagle.
You wouldn't tell.
Right.
Yep, Guy keeps us
You wouldn't
grounded.
be able to tell if I fell down the steps or if I just walked down the steps anyway.
Very true. Very true.
Beagle walking down the stairs, I get worried every time. Did you fall? Are you okay? No, I just came downstairs.
I'm not as bad as Alex, though. Like, have you...
It's funny, when I was a kid, I stomped up and down the stairs, too.
I didn't.
And then I realized that I could get away with more things if I was able to go up and down the stairs quickly and quietly.
Uh-huh.
No, you're so old. I mean, what?
Thus, I'd no longer stomp on the stairs. But speaking of Hou Yi, Dan, what do we got here for his passive?
His passive is sun-touched.
Nobody cares. Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of useless. But after taking a critical hit, Hou Yi can't be critically hit again for 3 seconds. Whatever. Stupid. Dumb.
And I still see people build crit against him.
Oh, who cares? Because you still hit him for 800. There's so much power on crit items.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, my 800 basic is now a 400. Darn. It's still going to kill you in 3 instead of 2 hits.
Yeah.
His first ability, Ricochet, my personal favorite, Bounce God OP. Hou Yi fires a powerful shot that can ricochet off walls. After firing, if this arrow bounces off a wall, it will travel 70 units from that point and gain a plus 40% power damage bonus to gods per bounce up to a maximum of 2 bounces. This arrow will stun if the target has the mark of the Golden Crow. The damage is 75 to 255 scaling, plus 65% of your physical power. So you can get this ability up to like 145% of your magical power. That's pretty fucking insane, right?
Of your
With a
physical
stun.
power? Yeah. Yeah, this is the this is the famously the why are you standing between the wall and the tower trying to back and joust?
Yeah, I love that bounce. Oh my god, it's my favorite. I've
Oh.
killed so many people with that.
Dude, the reach.
Or the top 5 plays this last week, was it?
Oh, I haven't
When
watched
Yes.
that. yet.
Thanatos. Thanatos alts in on a Hou Yi in lane, dumps his kit, leaves him at like 5% health. Hou Yi runs into the jungle. Thanatos follows. You dipshit.
No,
You
I've actually
dipshit.
seen better. I watched a Thanatos come in for ult to Hou Yi, who is below threshold. The Hou Yi hits the bounce. The Thanatos lands, kills him, and then gets killed by the bounce. He gets hit by the second and third go of the bounce.
That would be awesome too. Yeah, I'll give that.
That's just dirty.
I can't tell you how many times on the Joust map people have chased me back to like towards my Phoenix in that really little like hallway,
Oh,
and I just turn around, one shot.
Yep.
You dummy. Okay, I'm going back to base now. Okay,
Killed-
back to the abilities.
No,
Killed
you're going
people
back to the
running.
abilities
Killed people
now.
running away or while you're running away by bouncing it behind you.
Yeah, oh my god, that's fun too, because they're like, oh, I got him on the ropes now. Dead. Oh. Okay.
Okay, he has a second ability.
He does. Mark of the Golden Crow. Hou Yi marks an enemy with the Mark of the Golden Crow. Marked enemies take extra damage for every 10% of their health missing from Hou Yi's abilities and basic attacks. Also, marked enemies, including stealth gods, are visible to Hou Yi on the minimap. The mark lasts for 10 seconds. Damage increases 1% scaling to 5% for every 10% of missing health. Super OP. Super OP.
Especially with the one.
Like, mega OP, even against tanks. His third ability, Dive Bomb. Hou Yi launches into the air and for a short time may target some distance away to quickly dive towards the ground, damaging any enemies in the immediate area. If the target has Mark of the Golden Crow, they are knocked back. Damage is 70 to 230 plus 60% of your physical power. That jump's really cool because you can avoid a lot of shit with that because you can just sit up in the air.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best jump leaps in the game because again, you can go up and then think about what you want to do.
Yeah, you can
like Wukong's
kind of go through that decision-making process of, okay, there's 2 of them over there, but there's 1 there. But if I go here, I'm the optimal distance away from everybody. You know, it's a really good jump.
Or if someone's chasing you and you just go right back to where you were and they go forward thinking you're going to go back towards your base.
Right. And if you have the crow mark on them, you can do that, jump up, they keep running forward thinking you're going to jump away, and you just jump on them, ricochet them, and they're dead, and they're like, wow, I got played.
I've used it a few times to, like, I'll be fighting and I'll have everything will be on cooldown, and I'll leap into the air to hold it there to get the one off a cooldown, land back down, knock them up, stun them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's just so many ways you can play with that jump. Sunbreaker, his ultimate ability. Hou Yi shoots 9 arrows. Yeah, he does. Hou Yi shoots 9 arrows into the sky, striking 1 sun with each arrow. The 9 suns come crashing down one by one, slowing and dealing damage in a target area over time. A target with Mark of the Golden Crow will have their movement speed slowed by an additional 20%. The damage is 80 to 120 plus 25% of your physical power every 0.5 seconds. The duration is 4.5 seconds. So that's, 9 hits? Yeah, 9 hits, because 9 suns.
Can we talk about, like, the grand total on this ability?
It's like a lot over 1,000.
It's 720 to 1080 plus 225% physical power if you hit them with all of it.
Yeah.
And it's huge. I think this is still the best hunter ult. Maybe Artemis, maybe Medusa, but like you can shut down an entire section of jungle.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty fucking good. even if you're just using it as a zoning alt, like, it doesn't matter. It's pretty fucking sick. Because it is legitimately huge. And nobody's like, oh, I'll just walk through this Hou Yi alt. No, nobody does that.
That's not true. Every once in a while, someone's like, I'll just walk through it, dies.
Well, yeah, you get those. But, nobody with a brain decides that they're just going to walk through it.
It's just so much damage.
Yes. Mucho.
Yeah.
Mucho damage.
And, like, if you get hit with the 1 or the 2-1 and the alt, like, can you imagine how much damage overall that he could do to somebody? Like, if they even had enough health to survive the triple bounce?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that, he's insane.
And he's got I'd say he's got a pretty good skill ceiling. And that's because knowing not like dead on the bounces, but knowing pretty well where the important bounces are on whatever your main game mode is.
Right.
Like, I'm okay with him in Joust, but I'm actually really good with him in Siege. Because I play a lot of Siege, used to play a lot of Hou Yi in Siege. And I mean, like, knowing the map, knowing the bounces, just doing it enough. And I mean, you can just do some wacky shit with that bounce shot.
Yeah, I've killed people that I didn't even think were in range, even with a triple, and I'm just like, I just shit my pants sometimes. It's just like, oh my god!
Yeah, some of the really crazy things you can do, like laning with a Terra. A Terra can, if a Terra breaks the pillar on the front minions and backs off, she can then put her 1 or her 2, her stun, in between the entire minion wave, and Hou Yi can triple bounce the entire minion wave.
Yeah, I mean, what's not to love about that?
Yeah, Ymir walls somebody off, bounce.
Easy double bounce for Hou Yi, yeah.
Kabrak,
I can't tell you how many times that I've shot my 1 as an Ymir puts his wall up, and it's just like instant kill, and I'm like, oh, well, that went better than expected.
Yeah, a happy accident that Ymir wall goes up and you just nail him. It's great.
I've seen Ymirs throw their wall up for you just to bounce.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a good Ymir.
Yeah. But, like, when it says, like, I've had those where I had no idea how I killed him until I realized the wall had just made it in time. Again, same thing if you have a wall, knowing how to use that to stop. Like, if you're a Terra, you can block the bounce shot with the pillar. So, like, if Hou Yi's lining up to clear wave, you throw her AoE down, you throw it down at the front of the wave, and you can, like, pretty much prevent him from hitting any of the wave with the bounce shot.
Right.
And there's just, and if I'm not mistaken, because Terra's pillar spins, I think it augments the direction it bounces in accordance with how the pillar is, right?
I'm not 100% sure, honestly.
I don't know, but that does actually highlight one of the challenges of playing him is when you line up that bounce, you got to remember that if you're still moving and you pull the trigger or hit that ability, that it's going to shoot from where you are when you hit the button, not from where you were looking at it, per se.
Yeah. And I guess it all boils down to, like, you should always mess around, and if you're not needing it to clear wave, if you know it's going to be off a cooldown soon enough to help you clear wave, just try for some bounce shots. But a lot of the times, a lot of the good bounce shot stuff comes from, like when you've cleared wave and you can be aggressive in trying to poke out, not necessarily, like, I'm only going to use this bounce. Because a lot of times, in a lot of the laning phase, you're not going to get a lot of bounces.
Yeah.
Just because, like, one thing, if you're a Hou Yi and the jungler comes in, I tend to go towards that outside wall, just so if the jungler comes at me, I have a little more room from the jungle to me to mark him, and then that's got the wall right there for the bounce. So, like, if the jungler jumps on, you jump up, you cancel back down, knock him up. You've got the wall right there to to bounce, and not only does it potentially give you more damage on the jungler, it also gives you 2 chances. Like, if the first line just misses the jungler because it didn't land where you were expecting, or you were a little off, because now he's in between you and the wall, you potentially have a second chance. Like I've had it where I've missed the first portion of the shot, but I hit the ricochet, and it saved my life. And then, tank comes on up and helps get me out of there. Then Dan shows up from the jungle.
I show up from out of position.
Yeah, usually under their tier 3 tower. While we're, Al at level 2.
And while you may ask what a tier 3 tower is, and where is it on the map? Trust me, I found it.
You know that mountain that's
I
way
found it.
off in the
I
distance
dove it.
behind the Titans? It's up there. Right next to the gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love the gift shop.
It's where the crabs went.
Yeah. All right, Dan. So I would say there's definitely 2 very distinct builds for Hou Yi. And with Transcendence and Crusher being really good right now, that's definitely made it so that I prefer the more ability damage build. Do you want to go over the ability build?
Okay, I can do that. Whenever I play Hou Yi, because I'm a bounce god and not any other god, I build him completely ability based. And I usually go with, I start either Attacker's Blessing trans or just tier 2 trans. Really just depends on my mood. And if I think I can get ahead of the enemy team, depending on, who it is and who I'm against. Finish trans, finish boots, and then I go into Crusher. And from there, it's like a decision. Do you want to go Heartseeker here? Are you, super ahead? You can go Heartseeker right away. And honestly,
what boots?
Oh, Warrior Tabby. 40 damage over 25 every day.
So, that's interesting. We have a little bit of a disagreement. So, if I'm going full ability-based, where you're only really taking Crusher as the attack speed, right?
I'll take Exy after...
Okay.
Yeah. I always take Exy, because it's just worth to have it for any build.
Yeah.
Because... you're always going to end up fighting a tank, and if you're stuck fighting a tank and your bounce does 20 damage instead of 4,000, it's just not going to happen. So if you hit him with that Exy ticks and then hit the bounce, good shit.
Yeah. All right, so continue. I derailed you.
So if you're ahead, you can go that. If you're really feeling yourself out, you can build Soul Eater to get extra cooldown and some lifesteal. I also really like going Hydras on him, which may sound weird, but just think about it. 2 basic, 1 stun, which is a free Hydra's proc then, and then you jump on them and Hydra's proc them again. Nobody lives through that. Nobody. And throw an Exy in as soon as you feel like you need more attack speed. That's what I do, honestly.
Because you're still a hunter.
Yeah, you're still a hunter. You still need to hit your basics. And if you feel like your basics aren't getting you enough bang for your buck when you're trying to chase down people that you already used your abilities on, or if they're just building a lot of defenses and you can't really do that much damage anymore, build Exy. There you go. There's no build Exy this slot or you suck. I always wait for them to build defenses before I build my pen. Because there's no point in building percentage pen when you already have Crusher and they haven't built defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a mistake of most Smite players, is they're like, this is the build, this is what you do, and this is when you do it. And that's not necessarily true, because if they don't build defense, screw that, I'm building freaking Soul Eater. If they still don't build defense, I'm building Heartseeker. Because Heartseeker and Crusher have flat pen, and that's plenty enough for base protections.
Yeah.
And that's my take.
So we build...
How about you, Yuki?
Well, we build similar. So I actually, if I'm going the full ability, then I definitely go with Crusher Jotun's Ninja Tabi just to have a little more attack speed. And then you still got, Trans, and then maybe towards the end you have to get a Titan's Bane at this point because you don't have Executioner. But that's usually only if I'm playing specific game modes or if it's an assault and we need the stun up a lot or something like that. Other than that, so the attack speed build is pretty run of the mill. for what I would say hunter builds are, which is Ninja, Warrior, Tabi, Preference, Soul Leader, or not Soul Leader, Devo's Gauntlets, Executioner, Kin Size, pretty standard fare. Sometimes I'll still throw Jotuns in there just for the cooldown and a little bit of Flat Pen, and it's just pretty standard hunter build. You can build crit on him. I don't think it's great on him. He doesn't have a steroid. He doesn't, you're getting plenty of extra damage out of those percentage. Like if you have Executioner and your one is up,
there is something to be said for crit.
With Malice?
No. Are you ready?
Crit's always good.
Think about Hou Yi's 2 on a half health target with crit.
Right. No, I agree. I agree. It does a lot. I just don't think it's not conducive to his kit. You can put crit on any hunter, and it works good.
Yeah, but he's got that 2 stim with the percentage damage.
Yeah, but if you're
those
building
crits will crit.
Yeah, but if you're building Power Pen and you pop the tank 2 or 3 times with an auto, and then Mark stun them, they're taking, because you've already chunked some health off of them. They're doing a huge amount of damage.
Oh yeah,
just the Power
I'm just
Pen.
saying there's some merit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I agree. God, his kit's so good. He's got such a great escape. His escape's on a little bit of a long cooldown, which is understandable. So, again, it's just, I just love having his abilities. Like, even when I build the attack speed build, I still would I wish I could find a way to fit Jotuns in.
Jotuns is good, but I don't know. I just find my cooldown through trans, through Soul Eater if it's allowed in the build.
Yeah, 20% is usually good.
What's it fucking
What about
called?
you, Beagle? What do
Hydras.
you usually build with him?
I don't like crit on him, to be completely honest. I like to just build a bunch of, pen and just freaking murder people with just my one. But I kind of suck at hitting bounces. Sometimes I do it by accident, but
you don't play him a lot.
Yeah, I've been playing him a little bit
escape,
recently.
so you don't play him very much.
True. I have been playing him recently because,
Off topic, she played Nox because Nox has an escape, and she kept accidentally dashing into Dan.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying.
Every
time I went to dash away from Bacchusburg, Dan was right there, and I'm like, Dan, I'm gonna punch you.
Wow. Oh, so Hou Yi's ult, I'm gonna bring this up. Hou Yi's ult persists after he dies. Which is big for that big of an AoE.
Outpush broken.
Yeah. So if you're getting jumped on and you're a Hou Yi and your team's almost there, and you're like, I'm gonna die, hit 4. Just hit 4 at your feet, and even if you die, they walked in. Hopefully your team can get there and engage them still under the ult. I've gotten a triple kill dead.
Yeah.
That
should be a fucking trophy.
Triple kill, deicide, dead. All right, go team.
The deicide while you're dead should be a fucking trophy.
Right. And that's pretty much how to build them. The 2 main builds. Playing Hou Yi, use your 1 to clear. If you're roaming in the jungle, you can especially this works really good against junglers. And the jungler's like, oh, I don't want to fight you right now. Or you run, you jump over a wall, and you know that jungler's looking for you. That's when you kind of just, because your escape's already down, you kind of I like to, if I have good health left on me, so I don't have to worry about just getting one shot by an ability or something, I'll kind of wait, just kind of sit in one spot and line up a bounce and try to get him with it. That can work real good. His escape, like we said, it's directional. You can go up in the air and choose where to go down. If you end up with your cursor over a wall, you will go straight back down to where you were. So keep that in mind. Every once in a while, you're trying to figure out where you want to go, and you just don't quite get it done in time.
Or you're trying to fake them out by looking one way and spin it around, and it gets stuck in a wall, and you fuck yourself.
Yep, you go right back to their.
I've done that before. Oh, I'll bait looking this way, so they all run this way, and then I'll jump this way. Oh shit!
But yeah, he's really good against a lot of hunters in lane, I would think. From what I remember, just because his escape is so good, you can use his wave clear, which is just a line attack, which makes his wave clear predictable. And it's not a particularly long line attack, but because you can sit after level 1, you can sit in that wave if you want and clear, and then his escape is really fast. It's nearly an instant jump. You can get out of it, like if you see the rain of arrows from Artemis, you can jump out of it in time typically from the animation. So you can kind of do some spooty shit where you play really aggressive and still get out.
And a very important factor here too is notice how Yuki keeps calling it his escape. Okay? It
Don't
is
jump
not
in.
the best of initiations. There are so many times where we're like, this Hou Yi's jumping in to initiate? Oh, alright. He's dead.
Yeah, especially like if you're 1v1ing in lane, if the tanks are gone or you're over there because you're support backed and the jungler shows up, and you're in pretty good shape, you can look to mark them. Don't jump on somebody unless they're marked. Occasionally, like I've done it, like I'll do it like someone's nearly dead and I'll jump to get closer to try to get an auto range or in range of like the 1 or a bounce for the 1. But that's also
it has its offensive times.
Yeah,
but
you can also dodge tower shots with it. So you can go under the tower and get that kill, hit the jump, and land back outside the tower and not take the tower shot. He can be stunned out of it. There's no CC immunity or no immunity frames in it. So like if you get hit with like Kronos' stun and you jump up, you're coming to the ground. But that's something to keep in mind. Like even against a Kronos, even if I get hit by the Kronos stun, I'll still jump up and then just move myself like really quickly. Like as soon as I can, just whip around and land back down so that I get stunned, but I get stunned after I've done my escape and I'm further away, making it harder for the Kronos to follow up. Because usually a Kronos is the 1-2 or the 1-3 or whatever it is to hit you.
The 3-1.
You can jump that a lot.
I think it's 3-1 for Kronos.
Another thing that I've seen Dan do a lot, and at first never even dawned on me, is he'll use Mark of the Crow over walls.
Yep, you can mark people over walls.
Just kind of look around like, oh, it highlighted it.
Yep.
Bam, fired off.
Yep. That's actually why I love not having that ability on Instant Cast. I would recommend not, just so you can, like, even if, okay, you see one person over the wall, I use it to scan and just see, like, okay, how many people are over there? How many different hits can I get off of it?
Without marking and revealing.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You're talking about Instant Cast. His escape should be on Instant Cast because it's nearly instant anyways. There's no reason to have to double click it. Just put it on Instant because usually if you're hitting it, you're wanting to get out.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I've been doing that more and more with guides, is putting things, certain abilities just on Instant Cast or Quick Cast even.
Yeah, for certain abilities, yeah.
Yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. Just remember that you did that if you have them all switched up like that.
Steroids, I always have an Instant Cast if they're not an Instant Cast steroid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you're always going to use them the same way. But a lot of them are. Like Izanamis and Artemis, you hit the button and it goes off. So, but there's still a couple of people out there.
All right, so we've talked about his abilities, talked about how to build them out, talked about how to use all the shit together. So, what happens when he's on the other team? Don't build crit.
Yeah, step 1.
Necessarily.
Step 1, force the jump.
You still can.
Force the jump.
Yep.
If you really want to pin him down, that jump has got to be out. Especially because he can go in any direction and he can sit up there. So, a good example, this actually works good if there's a Poseidon, or if you're playing against Poseidon, but you have to remember that he can jump ability is something like Poseidon's Whirlpool where it grows out. He can jump up and sit over it for almost the entire duration. And he can jump outside of it.
I think my favorite thing to jump as Hou Yi is Medusa ult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to be all the way up. If you're not all the way in the air, it'll still stun you.
Oh, yeah, but like that thing, at least for me, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I think it's like the easiest thing to dodge and get around. As I got to be a better player, I realized how like kind of shitty Medusa's ult is. Because if you're playing against good players, they're just going to turn back around, and kill you.
Yeah,
because you have all that confidence. Like oh, they're gonna be turned to stone. I'm gonna dash at them. I'm gonna one them. I'm gonna two them. Wait, they're not turned to stone. I'm dead.
You gotta learn to wind the animation up around a corner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
if you want to hit that all at a high level, you have to be smart about it. Super smart.
Anyway,
so back to
Hou
playing
Yi.
against Hou Yi.
And Medusa.
Yeah. In dual lane for conquest, hopefully the tank gets marked. But if you get marked, stand away from the wave. Don't give him a free stun and bonus damage by clearing the wave and hitting you. And don't do it against the outside wall. Don't give him a free bounce.
Basically, just don't stand anywhere.
Well, you know what I mean. All you gotta do is stand like 3 units, a little bit off to the one side of the wave, and you're golden. Because the ricochet is a little bit wider than an auto, but it's still fairly narrow, so you can stand next to the wave without getting hit by it. Sadly, still, we were just talking about this with the Medusa. If you're doing pick bans, if you're in ranked, Medusa is a solid hunter against them, only because of her dash. Like you can knock him out of the jump before it goes off. You can make up that distance. You can clear the wave from next to the wave, which is good against him because that way you can poke him while he can't poke you. I mean, if you get marked, just keep an eye out for that. Look for the ricochet. His ult, watch out for it.
Don't fight in tight corners.
Yeah, don't fight in tight corners. If you're chasing him through the jungle or trying to pin him from the jungle, definitely keep in mind, like, if you have a jump or a dash or something you can use to catch up, jump into like as open an area as you can, just to make the bounces harder. Be very careful about, you don't really want to engage them in a buff camp, like especially like purple buff where it's tight, because you can easily get a triple bounce. So you just got to be careful. You want to be in like a 3 or 4 way path crossing in jungle. His ults, you got to keep in mind his ult's very, very good for objective secure or objective steal. So you got to keep that in mind if the Hou Yi's around and you're doing Fire Giant, that he's not going to drop ult and laugh all the way to the bank. What else? He's safe. If you're Loki, try not to get marked by him, because that's how I deal with Lokis a lot of time. If I happen to be Hou Yi, I will just always mark the Loki and then ignore him from that point on.
I love when a Loki doesn't know what Hou Yi mark does.
Yeah, and they're still trying to sneak up on you. You just point blank him with a
he'll
one.
Run around in this little path to get around to me, and then at the last second I just turn and double bounce him off a wall, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, or you see him coming in and you know he doesn't have ult, so you just jump up and then land on him and knock him up and stun him.
And he's just like out of invis, lost, alone, hopeless, cold.
Yeah, Sprint is really good against Loki. Fucking Loki. Sprint is really good against Hou Yi because the slow in the ult is 20%, 40 if you're marked, so that's one of the easier ways to get out of it. Your Aegis will not last the entire length of the ult.
If you're in the middle of it, yeah.
Yeah.
You won't be able to get out under Aegis.
Sprint's definitely one of the best ways to get out of it.
And it makes it hard to hit the bounces if you're sprinting, because it's much harder to guess where you're going to be.
Yeah. You just keep in mind, don't back like near walls, even at the back of your tower.
Definitely don't back at the back of your tower, because I will bounce you every time.
Yeah, I can't think of a tower in the game. Maybe
mid tower in Conquest.
Yeah, maybe Clash towers, Clash tier ones.
Yeah, they don't area.
That space, it's a big area.
Yeah.
Just because the walls are so far away from the tower, so it's and they're at a weird angle, so it's a really weird bounce angle. So
yeah, that could work.
You got to keep in mind that he can bounce. So
he's like, he needs a Tigger skin.
That'd be
awesome. My god, that would make my life.
I think we talked about that before. He shoots out a Tigger tail,
Yep.
Can bounce.
His jump,
have like a Tigger.
His leap is a Tigger bounce.
Just the
most wonderful archer
Tigger
of all.
bounces coming down.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't build crit against him because of his passive. Although it doesn't really matter. That's a passive. Like, why wasn't that on a tank?
Yeah, I agree. That should be like a warrior or a guardian.
It's a weird one for a hunter. But I guess they're looking at if you know you're.
I guess, yeah, like in a
dueling.
laning phase against another hunter, blah, blah, blah. But, like, still, like, if they crit you once, you're basically fucking dead anyway anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, crit does so
much.
I
got crit for 800. Oh, glad you can't crit me again for the next 3 seconds. Too bad I died at 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Or, unless you're on her and you can just one-hit crit people, because that's fair and fun, interactive.
Hey, it's fair and balanced, just like the news.
Hey. I think that's it for playing against him. You just gotta keep in mind his jump. You can, if he's not all the way up in the air, keep in mind you can still stun him out of it and bring him back down. But, so always, even if the Hou Yi is jumping, or you think he's gonna jump, you can still attempt to stun him if you're committed at that point. Like if you've already got the ability winding up, or it's like just go for it. Kumba can mez him out of it.
Most importantly, though, what skins? Dan, you know my favorite.
Okay, see, look, I have to really make a choice here because the hunter is like,
come on.
I know yours. Yours is Grim Eclipse, the cowboy.
Why?
Because of Firefly.
And his one line, my favorite line.
Shit, I actually can't remember. It's been a long time since I played that skin. I got the new one.
Wow.
My favorite skin is one I'll never be able to get because it was a limited, and that's the Iron Crow skin. Dan, have you seen it? The Red Skull one.
Yeah.
That thing's awesome. But the favorite one I get to play is definitely Grim Eclipse. That's one you always see me playing.
See, it's really hard for me. Oh, you're right, Dirtnap. I just got a little ping. And, the line is, I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah. Okay.
I just love that. I'm your Huckleberry.
So I have a dead tie, honestly. Like, dead tie between Hurukai and the Hunter.
The Hunter's really good.
Hurukai I love because the colors, like, work really well. The white and, like, the basics look so cool. And the alt looks amazing. And, like, the whole aesthetic is just awesome. But at the same time, the Hunter is really good as well. And he has that line, the joke or the taunt, I forget which one it is, where it's like, do you like owls? Because I'll pipe you up. Or I'll fucking kill you or something. Something like that. And that shit just cracks me up.
I did not know how long it had been since Hou Yi had seen any balance changes. November 6, 2017. You want to know what the change was?
What?
Ricochet bonus damage now only applies to gods. I forgot that it used to apply to minions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
used to be able to easy clear the wave.
Yeah. Oh, especially with like a Ymir or something? The level
that was the combo. That was the dream. I miss running Hou Yi Ymir.
What about Sylvan Sentinel? You can be a bush.
I mean, that one's pretty great, just because... I always pop a skin booster and play that one and just walk up against walls and sit there. They will never see me coming.
If that only worked.
Sometimes it does. That's what's scary.
Yeah, that is scary if it does. So, anyway, that's going to wrap up this week's session of Progression. As always, feel free to hop into the Discord if you have anything further to add or ask, and we will discuss with you there. So we're going to speaking of
that's a
Discord,
thing.
Though.
Sorry, I'm reading I'm reading Changelog. His dive bomb used to make him immune to damage and healing while airborne.
Huh. Loki one, jump.
Yeah.
Huh.
But we got a community challenge again this week, Beagle.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, she's still awake. The way she was yawning earlier, I wouldn't be sure she was going to answer right there.
It's when I went AFK earlier. I woke up with it. But Alright, hold up. Let me just read it for you. Why is you new Smite year's revolutions? That's the question.
Did I type it?
No, Dad
It wasn't
typed
even you
it.
this time.
Wow.
It wasn't even you.
That's rough.
I may or may not been in a good frame of mind when I typed that. I don't know.
He may or may not
It was
have
over the
been drunk.
holidays.
Alright, the
Oh.
question is, what is your New Year's Smite revolutions, for example? Dad,
And right
what were
away,
yours?
KO Brock calls me out on it. White.
Why is this
I
going to be
was like-
about race?
Ah!
Like, not even a minute later. What?
Alright, so let me scroll down here and actually find where the answers are.
Oh, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we ended up talking a little bit. I thought about deleting that, but that was kind of funny, so I didn't.
First, we got Mr. Net. My resolution is to work to get my ranked anxiety by. I can't read. I'm
Wow,
sorry.
nice.
Just
Make fun of Dad and then you can't read a simple sentence.
hey, I mean, I may make fun of him, but I never said that I'm any better. So
She gets it
My
from me.
I get everything from you except being able to fall asleep instantly. Which
Oh, yeah, I can
I
fall
hate.
asleep in a heartbeat. No problem.
Yeah, I hate him. My resolution is to work to get past my ranked anxiety by, well, playing ranked. Me too. Pretty much. Next up, we got Lord Poseidon. Play more gods than just mainly assassins.
Well, there's the problem. I'm the opposite of that. I need to play more
Yeah.
assassins.
Same.
Um,
I have like 5 assassins mastered. That's it. And I just did it for the trophy, so.
Yeah. well, speaking of mine here, I've been thinking about this ever since I even came up with the idea of what exactly mine is, and I'm still not committed to Conquest, but I'm going to commit to at least playing more ranked Joust, more ranked Duel. Well, that's the only Duel there is. And I'm going to at least try to get qualified for Conquest. I at least want to get qualified for everything and see what I can do. Again, you know,
For every split?
if a multi-queue comes back for Conquest, all right, different ball game. You'll see me in it more. But every split, I will get qualified.
All right, you heard it.
Hey, I did meet my goal from last year, which was to get every god to mastery level 1.
Barely.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it for a while, and then
Yeah. Had to deal with you playing assassins in my games. Ugh,
there was a couple of them I was good at.
just a couple.
So
actually
I don't
quite
mean
like
to
Nisha.
like stomp on your New Year's resolution and stuff, but that's literally not possible.
Well, all right. At least play it, you know, to whatever qualifying, you know, I know the qualifying bit's out, but at least, you know, put some concerted effort into it each split.
Well,
Is that better for you, Dan?
Let's be specific, because qualifiers are gone. He has to play 10 games of each every split.
I agree.
All right,
I agree.
Y'all can hold me up to that. Shit, what did I get myself into?
The last day of every split, he's like, 24-hour marathon.
I got this. Hold my beer.
You're going to need beer to get through 24 hours of rain.
Yep, yes you are.
Alright.
I'll be living under some bridge, standing around a trash can on fire, and I'll be like, what brought you here? I played 24 hours of ranked. I just couldn't take life anymore after that.
I do that for like two games.
That's a big mood.
All right, who's next up on here?
Alright. Next one. C. Burton 8. Goals are probably to get 10 gods to diamond, currently 3, and start actually playing ranked when I get the chance. I don't have ranked anxiety anyone, just really enjoy casual.
It's
Queue time.
Casual queue
Yeah, I
times.
hate-
Cross-plat, again, there's another good reason to switch. We should see queue timers go down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Yuki? What's your resolution?
Well, I don't know. I do like everything on that game. One of my resolutions is not to spend as much money on Smite.
There you go.
We'll see what happens with that. I'm just getting burned out on buying all the skins as much as I love them. I'm like, I buy these skins every once in a while. A new one comes out that I switch to, but I've noticed more and more that I really only play like 1 or 2 skins per god. So there you have it. Although I did have to finish buying up for that Ares skin because I have to have every Ares skin. And
I was happy to get that.
It's a rule.
Thanks to my boss, by the way. Hats off. I know he doesn't listen, but give him thanks for giving me an extra bonus this year to buy some Smite gems.
Sweet Smite bonus. I just say I'm gonna try and hit 35 diamonds this year. I'm at like 20 or 22. So we'll go for it. That's a lot. It's gonna be a lot. I'm kind of on a point where I've got to start playing people I almost never play. So that's going to be it's going to not in the quest for 35 diamonds by the end of the year. Definitely going to be picking up some newer characters and playing them a lot. But I don't think any of them can be as bad as when I diamonded Kabrakan. That was God, I think that was the worst. I think that was the worst diamond that I ever had to get. I just remember it dragging out so long. Oh, it was so bad because he's not a good support.
No. Not unless Dicey plays it. Dicey, he can play Kabrakan support.
It's because Dicey runs at him. Kabrakan does that very well.
Yeah, he does. Who's up next there, Beagle?
Wow. Fuck me and my resolutions.
We'll get to you. One of us, one of the community members. Gee whiz.
Wow.
Jeez.
I was all ready.
Next.
No, it's Con Radical's turn.
Anyway, Dan. So, Con Radical said, my goal is to...
My goal is to not slap my mouse around while I'm reading these.
Sorry, I did do that time, okay? I did. I admit. So, my goal is to try playing Conquest again. I tried it out when I first got the game and was terrible. And so I just stuck to Joust and Assault. Now I'm hundreds of hours deep into the game and I feel like I have the knowledge base. I just have to make the plunge.
Yeah, and that's so true. Just take the plunge.
Yeah, I mean...
Once you know how to play the gods, you just gotta get in, start playing the game, figure out what role you like best, figure out a couple roles, and just have at it, you know? And I see you're on PS4. If you need some friends, some help, in casual, man, hit us up. We'll play with you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll help much, but we'll play with you.
I can promise you if I'm playing with you, there will be a Loki on the enemy team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Yuki will yell at you, but you just let him go with that. He's okay.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling towards you.
Yeah, I was going to say,
there actually is a difference. There is a difference.
Give me 1 sec.
All right, Dan, it's your turn.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Dan, give me a second when it's his turn. Real smooth.
Well, let's just read it.
All right, Beagle. Go ahead. You take your turn a while. Dan will have to wait till the end now.
Huh.
Okay.
Too late, Dan. It's Beagle's turn.
That's fine.
Get good. I would say mine is I kind of have 2. First, I want to play more ranked, even if it's just ranked Joust. I'm not really that into duel, but, you know, maybe I'll try it. Ranked Conquest, I don't think I could live through just one game. So, I think I'll pass on that for now. But, I don't know, maybe. But another one is just to play Smite, like, more in general. Because, like, I really don't play outside of, like, playing with people from here. Because I just hate solo queuing. Everyone's so, like, salty.
You've been doing it
like,
more, though, lately. I've noticed that.
Yeah, but it's just been killing my soul. It's been slowly killing
my
me.
soul.
Yes.
Wow.
It just hurts. Like, to see how bad some people can be or how salty some people can be.
It's the salty that kills me.
And, yeah, like, and, you know, they won't admit when they're wrong. That's their problem. That's, like, that's just people in general. That's their problem.
People.
They won't admit when they're wrong. They're, like, people just gotta learn. It's okay to be wrong. But when you try to continually defend yourself and be all salty about it, you're just being stupid. Like, I don't care. Like, seriously.
Okay, so that leaves our last community member here before Dan.
The hot frog.
All right.
What up, frog?
Become an Olympian. Excuse you. I am talking.
You can kiss my ass.
Fight me.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Last one from Fro.
There's another 1v1 I gotta cast.
Become an Olympian and play ranked again because of the rank changes.
You know,
Cool.
he brings up a good point. I forgot I signed up for that Olympian shit too. I went for the non-conquest games because, you know, I figure, hey, we got a pretty good platform here to, you know, give and get feedback from. So, I don't know, Pro, did you sign up for the conquest or the outside modes? But hey, he's a good guy. I would definitely give him my vote.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Most of the time.
Some
but
of
he
the
is
time.
a feeder. He's a feeder like us. So
We're all feeders.
yeah. All right, Dan.
Okay. So my New
Wait,
Year's
you're last.
resolution.
No, you're last. I got guys here.
Oh, God.
Guys, this is your resolution. For this year,
Play less Outwatch?
you are going to remember things that you do in games so that you can talk about them during our games of the week.
Oh, shit. Guys got homework.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now you can go, Dan.
Wow. I'm insulted.
You should be.
Oh, hold on. We forgot guys' games of the week. Yeah, I played some Smite, you know, played some Ranked, played some Opwash.
I got another star on Outwash.
I got like 13 more stars today.
It's like every week. I got another star on Outwatch.
I'm so good. I'm number -12 on the leaderboards.
All right, now go on now and get on with the podcast.
So my New Year's resolution this year for Smite is I would like to get 50 diamonds. I'm at 30. And I would like to get all the Hunter's diamond.
Ooh.
I only need like 4, I think. 4 more.
What are those for?
Shibalanke, Jingwei, Brain Fart.
Really? You don't have Jingwei? Oh, you did.
No, I don't have Jingwei Diamond.
Oh,
I don't play her that
I
much
do.
because I used to suck at hitting basics.
I
I would actually kind of be scared of you playing her.
don't like her
honestly.
kit, man.
It sucks.
It doesn't suck.
I
It's
don't
just
like
not me.
it.
What I really like about her
Like,
kit
that's like my
is
opinion.
you can just literally run at people. Like, balls to the wall. You think you're safe on the back line. Oh, hell no.
And then you can safely run away.
Yeah, you throw your whirlwind on someone on the front line. You throw yourself up in the air with it. You dash to the back line. You kill them, turn around, and all. Back to safety.
Then you teleport back to base and you fly back out to the Gold Fury.
There you go. There's our session of progression for Jingwei. All done. That's all you need to know.
Build crit.
Oh my. So, oh wait. Shit. We didn't think of a challenge for next week.
We didn't think of a
Damn.
challenge. You
When did
didn't
we
think of
ever
a
even
challenge.
do that?
You're on the spot, Yuki. Fire one out. In 3, 2, 1.
I gotta wait for people to quit making noise.
Ta-da!
Also, gotta think of something. I actually gotta wait for them to be quiet.
It's okay. I'll edit it down.
Not if I'm talking, they're making a fuckload of noise. Alright. So, our community topic. Kinda think we haven't done an AMA, have we?
Oh, what? Oh, no, what?
Mhm.
An AMA.
Yep.
My God, people, really? So, this week's community challenge will be vaguely Smite related. Ask us questions about whatever the hell you want. About Smite. About Smite, about other shit. You know, whatever you want to know. What dumb shit do you want to know? Keep it PG-13 for the beegs, I guess. You can ask me whatever you want. I will not hold back.
Yuki, keep it PG-13 for Beegs, please.
That's what I said, for beegs.
I know, but when you don't hold back, you know.
We're talking about your answers.
She's already struggles going to bed and sleeping. She doesn't need. Yeah, more fuel for her nightmares.
My God, the things I know.
What are
So yeah, I think that'd be a good one to do. It'll be a good one because this is we're getting close to the last podcast of season 5. So I think it'd be a kind of good way to kick things out here for the end of the season.
That's right. We have a new intro coming up for season 6, don't we, Yuki?
Yes, we do.
I'm looking forward to hearing your rough drafts of that soon.
Oh yeah, bud. Well, since I give you a template, that's all it really is. It's just that's what happened. So for those of you who don't know, when I put together the intro with the character lines, they were always put in there kind of as an intentional thing. They're audio cues. So if we not doing much, he can change out one voice line for the voice line of the character, the god we're covering that week, or stuff from the guests, whatever. But they're really they're there as just permanent audio cues. So he got the file in segments so that he can put in, and it's always shows right in the timestamp where it goes to queue up with the music. Because I've
had some very good, unintentionally funny intros this year.
Oh yeah,
that I particularly enjoyed. I loved Hindu Man's. That intro that week just to me made me giggle.
Yeah, definitely.
Made me
so it's a little behind the scenes on our intro there.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing what we roll out with there next. And I don't think we have any other particular announcements just going forward, for the next 3 months, is it, Yuki? You have some other obligations that will limit your recording availability. Shouldn't be much of a problem, but depending on certain guest schedules and stuff like that, that may force our hand into nights where Yuki will not be available. So maybe a little less Yuki than normal. I'm sure you'll all need a box of tissues to.
Oh please, our ratings will probably go up. Yeah. So since we'll keep it on the theme since we're heading out with an AMA for next week. I am a machinist by trade, and I'm being sent back to school as well as going to split shifts for my area. So 2 days a week, I work 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., then turn back around and work 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and on the days I work 7 to 3, I go to school afterwards from 4 to 10. And I live about 45 minutes from my job, so some of those nights I get about 3 hours. That's not 3 hours of sleep. That's about 3 or 4 hours physically at my house. So I'm going to be, knocked down, drag out, but they're paying for me to go back to school to learn more stuff. I'm not going to question it. It's good for me. It's good for them. Makes me more valuable, which is always a good thing.
Yep.
The split rotations is going to be the short term because I'm going to be going back to school for about a year, but the split shifts will hopefully only be 3 months. It depends on how fast we can turn out what we need to do to get the project where it has to get. I really can't say anything. I work under quite a few non-disclosure agreements, so let's just say that we got shit to do and a deadline to do it in.
All right. Well, that wraps up our show here this week, folks. Thanks for stopping in. Glad to have you around. And also, again, just want to throw thanks out to our community, which it seems like every day I'm seeing a new face in the Discord or some new tweets or whatever it is out there, So I really appreciate you guys listening. We do this for you. So, hey, reach out to us, talk to us, let us know what you want to hear about. Don't be afraid to speak up. We're willing to listen because, again, we're not just doing this for ourselves. Doesn't make us much healthier. Makes us a slightly better Smite player because, we're thinking about things a little bit more. But, we want to help you as well. So if you got questions, concerns, or just want to give us hell, feel free to.
Yeah.
Hop in that community section there in the Discord, or anywhere in the Discord for that matter. And hey, why don't we all tell them where they can find us out there in the online verse?
Hold on, there's one thing I want to say.
Go ahead.
Shout outs to Uncle Phoenix, who I was thinking was our second guest.
Very early on.
Yeah,
yes.
From Veribus Gaming. Uncle Phoenix is stepping down from the organization because life and family and whatever he's got going on. We'll definitely miss him. He's a cool dude.
Yep,
I
definitely.
loved having him around.
We'll still have to have him on for the karaoke.
Oh,
episode,
definitely.
He deserves that at least.
whenever that may happen. All right, so Yuki, where can people find you?
You can find me at Ryukota_Yuki on the PS4. You can find me on the Twitter after I can breathe. You can find me on Twitter at YukiGaming22 and hit me up, shout at me, throw things at me. Whatever.
Paddle him.
Whatever Whatever makes you tick, just head my way.
Dan, how about yourself?
You can find me on the Twitterverse at Split Push Podcast with no A. You can find me on the PlayStation at DirtXNapXDan.
Yep, that's all he's got, folks. Beagle?
You can find me on Twitter at Beagle_Girl27. You can find me on PlayStation at Beagle_2780. Send me a message. Let me know you're from the podcast.
I will. Girlfriend.
Better.
As far as Guy's concerned, tune in next week. He'll let you know then where and how to find him. And you can always find me on the PlayStation and on Twitter at dirt_naps_dad. We do have a community email as well, which is community@splitpushpodcast.com. Get in that Discord, hop on the YouTube channel and give us a like and subscribe over there. It helps us out. Make sure you're hitting us up with the hearts, the 5 stars, or whatever positive rating system there is with whatever platform you so choose to allow us to grace you with our presence with. And I'm rambling now. So when it comes to Dirt Naps, remember, you gotta give them before you take them. And when all else fails, you must
Split push.
Push.